Tess, you must have been absolutely ecstatic with the Ofsted report.
We have to be ecstatic because it's an amazingly good report. It's good with outstanding features. I think there are 6 outstanding features, but you have to actually read the report and recognise the commentary as it stands. The commentary is really significant. For example, the second line, I think it talks about visionary headship, which I'm very grateful for them having said that. Talks about the leadership team being passionate and dedicated, which I know about. But then it goes on to say, in this academy, every child really does matter. And that touched a chord, because that's where we've always felt we had to be recognised, that when children come here, they are individuals. We know them, we work with them individually, and that was recognised in that report. That meant an awful lot to us.
Is that something you really work on? Because when we were at the open evening, we film every open evening, we were naturally drawn to the ambassadors you had.
Yes.
More than any other school, and they were the centre of our film. Is that something you nurture?
We nurture it from primary, with our relationships with primary schools. So when the children come to us, they're known to us. And the whole way of nurturing it is through the college system. We have systems which are built into the way we operate every day, which means that children are the focus. It means that if there are issues, we pick up on them. It means that if they have concerns, they can talk about them. It means that learning isn't held back because a child is emotionally unstable. Well, certainly not for longer than they need to be, because we're onto it. We sort things out. There's very little concern amongst the student body with things like bullying. That's a massive concern, apparently in the UK, but not here. Children recognise, and they told Ofsted the same, that they are supported in every way that they can be supported. From the moment they come in the morning, there are people to meet them. If they don't look happy, if something's amiss, they can go to student services. They've got a named person they can go to. Their problems are shared, and we help them to sort them out. And all children seem to recognise that, and that's, I think, what comes across with our ambassadors. They're very happy to talk about it. They're happy to go and meet with the Ofsted inspectors and just say, we feel really well supported here.
I got the impression that Ofsted were pretty tough.
They were tough, and I think they're getting tougher, not necessarily for us, but that's the way things are going at the moment in England and Wales with Ofsted inspections. There's no doubt about it, they were tough. We had some very difficult questions put to us, but equally we had the answers, and I think the report is evidence of the fact that the answers we had were the right answers.
I guess now it's how do you get to the next level?
We good without this. This is a very, very solid good, and it's a good with many outstanding features. We know what we need to do to tip it over to outstanding. Our prediction is within a year we will have called Ofsted back in. You have to pay them when you get them back. That's okay. We want to do that. We will be asking them back in to look at where we are and how we've moved on in those few areas where we're going to tip from a 2 to a 1, and that will secure us our 1. And we plan to do that very shortly. When
you say community, it's your presence in Averley is of no doubt. How do you reach out to Purfleet as well? How do you do that?
Oh, well, we have lots of children that come from Purfleet. We work with the local community in Purfleet. Through the internet as well. We have now a website where you don't have to be a member of the school, you can contribute, even if your children aren't of school age, you can get involved. We have events like tonight, we're having a big Christmas fair, we have community consultations, we have extended services, so that again you don't have to be at the school, but if you wish to partake of extended services you can. And this is nothing in comparison to what we're going to have in September 2013, because in September 2013 we'll have an entirely different set of facilities, which will mean we'll be able to engage the community in an entirely different way, much more expansive.
Where are we with sixth formers?
We've opened a sixth form now, and the numbers are growing. We predict that within 3 years we'll have 200 sixth formers. We're working very closely with South Essex College. They're our partners, and it's a wonderful relationship because we're able to support each other. It's very difficult when you open a sixth form because you need to offer an array of subjects, a wide enough variety of subjects to make it reasonable for somebody to stay. But to go from nothing to that mixture of subjects and in the right quantity is a massive jump. But if you're working with a partner who can offer some, you can offer others, then the children get the best of both worlds. Our sixth formers spend a lot of time at South Essex College. They also spend a lot of time with us. They'll be about tonight helping us. We actually do something for our sixth form that we don't think is common. we employ them as well, because they've lost out on the educational maintenance grant. There is very little in the way of financial support now for sixth formers. So it's expensive for children who live here, who need to go to South Essex College, let's say in Grays. If their parents aren't working, it really is quite a barrier to further education. So we support them. When we need the grass cut, why not employ the sixth formers? When we need to have Year 7 read to, when we need support on evenings like tonight, they're in and we pay them. It's perfect.
So the future's looking rosy for Ormiston.
It's looking very rosy. We'll be out. Coming out for a grade 1 in the inspection when we call in the inspectorate team within 4 terms. We've got a new build to move into. The standards are improving continuously. When I came here 9 years ago, it was 9% 5 A to C's English and Maths. We had 40% last August. Next year will be higher. The year after that, we're aiming for 60. Onwards and upwards, we keep going.
Tess, thank you very much.